digital is a way of life now, and it infuses everything that we do, and especially it impacts how customers go about their work. And so for you to understand how customers are using digital to actually make decisions and to interact with you as a company is really important. So I think in many ways, when you think about digital transformation, you're thinking about what are the digital things I have to do? And I think in digital transformation, you have to focus on what your customers want to do. We oftentimes focus too much on the technology and not on the people, on the customers. So when I think of digital transformation and a company going through it, I think of it as how are you going to serve your customers better because of what digital allows you to do. I think as a leader, the most important thing is to show that you are digital yourself. It's one thing, I see so many leaders who do this. Let's go be digital, and expects everyone to be digital except for them. They go, but I'm not comfortable with digital, they say. So what does that mean to be digital? It means, again, at the most fundamental level, being able to use these tools to communicate in a new and different way. How are you as a leader showing up differently today than you did yesterday because of what digital allows you to do? Are you really different? Are you leading in a different way? Are you forming relationships in a new and different way? The way I think about it is, you know that if somebody comes knocking on your door or calls you, of course you're going to pick up the phone. But what if they're contacting you through a collaboration platform internally? Or even externally on social media if the customers are reaching out to you? If you do not respond, it's as if you are leaving the phone on the hook and not answering. And how dare you do that to your customers and employees? You have to show up as a leader. And we sometimes lose sight of the fact that customers are the people we're really serving, and we become so focused on the products, on the brand, on the company, and we lose sight of the customers. So when I ask people to show me their dashboards, for example, like what are your metrics that you use, show me what they are. What's in your upper left-hand corner, right at the most important spot? Is it a customer metric, or is it inventory turns? Is it production, or is it how happy your customers are? That tells me how customer-oriented the company is. They may say they're customer-centric, but do they actually measure themselves based on customers? If customers are the center of everything that you do, they really truly become the first thing you think about, the next thing you think about, the last thing you think about. I think about marketing as one of the biggest issues and challenges because we're trying to reach our customers who we think are here, and they actually may not be here anymore. They may be out there. They're moving so much faster. So one of the advices I give to companies who feel like, if you feel like you're pretty on top of it, you feel like you understand your customers pretty well, think about your next generation customer. Who are your future customers going to be? Because that's where you start creating disruption. It's not to say the customers of today aren't important. It's to say we're going to go after the new customers that don't even exist today. And this is why data and marketing and everything about new customers is so hard. I don't know who that new customer is. Well, you won't know until you start going to look for them. So I think that's one of the challenges of marketing. Marketing needs to operate for today, but also be thinking about tomorrow. I think the hardest one is to say goodbye to today and embrace the future. It is one of the things I'm studying for my next book around disruption. How do you actually create disruption and focus on the future? And the problem is that today is so beautiful and compelling, and it's everything that you built, it looks beautiful today. You have to be willing to leave that behind, that safety and that comfort behind, and go after that unknown. And so this is where I think leaders have a really hard challenge. How do you get people motivated to go do that?